Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the channel and thank you for watching. This is going to be the third race for Gone Riding gravel race that we're doing. We're doing a series of 5 races. There's going to be 4 to qualify for the overall. But let's talk about this one. This one happens on Seminole Park last Sunday. This was a really excited race, and you're gonna see it in a little bit on the video. I didn't have the results that I was expecting, but we're gonna talk about it during the video. Before, I got a couple of things that I wanna say. First, I wanna say thank you to the persons that are making these races happen. I was not aware of Gone Riding being such a good organization, and they're doing pretty awesome. So if you haven't done any of the races, I would encourage to try to go, and they do mountain bike, they do gravel, and they do another different events. So check the website. They go around Florida. It's not even on Miami or Naples. Some of the races we have to travel. The first race was almost like 6 hours for us from Naples, Florida, and then the last race is going to be pretty close to the first one. Sunday race was 4 hours from us, but guys and girls, it's worth it. The atmosphere, the people, the racing quality, the riders, everything, and so far in these 3 races that I have done has been 5 stars. So that's why I'm trying to project that to you that are watching the video, that if you want to have a quality race, check them out. Next race is going to be around Brooksville. It's going to be March 30th. And it's sponsored by our sponsor, which is a cycling lawyer. He's an accident lawyer. He help you if you got any type of accident on your bicycle or any other type, but he specializes on cyclists. This is let me show you right here. Look at this, guys. Just take a look here. They put, look at this, is gonna be the price, and women's is gonna be on the open category. Go to the website here and check them out. Don't miss the opportunity. The next race is in a perfect course. It's super safe and beautiful course. They're gonna have $1,200 in price, and that's gonna go for open category on men's and women's. So men's and women's, they both are gonna have the same amount of money. First place in both category, and this is open, which is gonna be 60 miles open. That means that it could be any person. It could be like a super pro to a super beginner. Doesn't matter. If you win the race and you get the first place, it's gonna be $300. If you got second place, $200. If you got third place, it's gonna be $100. And that's gonna be the same in the women's that in the men's. So if you wanna stretch your legs and you think that you have what it takes to win 60 miles gravel race and put some money in your pocket, come and do it. It's gonna be a sponsor from our sponsor, our team sponsor, and a couple of other people have put this together. So really excited for the next race. It's going to be at the end of next month, so you still got a couple of weeks for training if you want to be a contender for that. Also, this is something else that I want to mention before we get to the race, before we get to the what happens on this last race. I want to say thank you to Florida gravel for approaching me at the end of the race and giving me this training bottled waters, which really good to have. It's always good to have an extra bottle of water, especially now in the summer that you go through so many of these, and if you go to races and you need to have an extra one in the cooler just to swap it out. Thank you very much. Really good. I appreciate it. Also, I wanna ask you guys, if you are into gravel, check the Instagram, follow them, because they are pretty much in every gravel race around Florida, and they take really nice pictures of everyone and videos, and you can probably see yourself in one of those pictures and have a good memory of yourself. So go to the Instagram and follow them, because they're pretty awesome too. Gravel has changed the way of thinking on myself. I was more like a road race, great, and now I'm like, should I go to the creek? Should I go to the gravel? Let's see. Should I train to a creek race? Should I train to a gravel race? And they even doing time trials. I already did the time trial on the first race, and then doing another time trial on the last race. As a matter of fact, right now I'm defending the title for the 40 plus in the sprint category. I'm leading that race with 4 points on top of the second place and third place. So fingers crossed, and a lot of training to see if I can hold it for the next 2 races and win the overall of the series. That's what we focus on, and we're doing a lot of training for that, and I'm having a lot of fun and learning a lot, because if you see from one of my buddies that he also got a video of the race. If you look at that, and you're gonna see someone that is turning in squares instead of going around. That's me. I still don't know how to turn on gravel, and it's super funny. You're gonna say like, how come? I can turn in a crate at 30 miles an hour next to another person, or in between two riders, and it's okay, and I cannot turn in a gravel corner at 19 miles an hour. I don't know if it's just because I've never done any mountain biking or gravel before, and I got a lot of people like my friend Oti was giving me some advice, like how to get the corner on the grass and go out so you don't, and I still kind of like slippery in the corners. So I call myself a semi-truck. So when the guys are telling me like, oh no, turn, I'm like, no, I have a semi-truck, so I have to go slow. But it's okay. I think I will get better for sure. For the next season, it's gonna be better. I'm learning as I go. Now I'm changing my tires. Realize that I'm racing with and this is something that Dennis told me a few I would say a month or so ago. I'm racing with 38s, and I don't think that those are the best tires. People are already like talking about Unbound and all the different races. They already racing with 45s and even 2.2s or 2.5s, which are mountain bike tires, and I'm still racing with 38s, which I thought that was too big compared to what I have on my road bike. But and I'm gonna do another video soon about what bike. You probably already know about what is my gears and what I'm using on my gravel bike, and why I'm staying with that bike for the whole series. But let's jump in the race, and let me talk a little bit about what happened in the race. When I went to a start line, everyone was already there. So I got like, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? So there's nothing else to start from the back. And gravel races are becoming kind of the first gravel race that I did in Miami. The start was super easy. Everyone was like relaxed and enjoying super easy, nice start, and I'm like, wow, that's okay. I like this. It's a race, but people are not racing yet, so that's okay. But so far, and this is because of my body. Uh, the you should check his channel. He does a lot of good videos too. He has been going to the races, and he has been hammered down since the start. So this race was not different. Since the start, he went to the front. He got a teammate that was also really strong. You're gonna see it on the video. They're both racing in blue uniforms, and they were super strong. So as soon as the race started, they went forward. It went so hard that I even forget to turn the camera on. I was gonna turn the camera on. I see that they say go. I see that they start sprinting. I have to clip. I have to go in between the people that they were kind of like caught by surprise, and then there was a gap at the front. You're gonna see it on the video. I have to put the worst and best effort of the race at that point to get back to that front group, which was when I arrived was already a break of 8 people. For me to get to that break, oh my God, it was so intense. My heart rate went to the roof, my legs went to the side. I was destroyed, but as soon as I got to that break, I was able to breathe. I skipped like 1 or 2 rotations, and then I started working with the brake, and then 8 miles in the race, I got a flat. I'm working on the lead group. I know that the Dave, which is the second one on the general classification, is not in the group, so I'm already feeling that this is good. I'm in a breakaway. I don't know who else is in my category because they don't have like different colors. So race the riders, not the number, or they always say. So I'm trying to do my best over here, but I know that at least the second place in the general classification is not there, so that gives me a chance of a breed that it could be someone that is just signing up for that race could win and still would not affect the points that we have, because yeah, we want to win every race, everyone wants to, but we're still playing the game of the points that we need to have to stay in the lead and everything. So I'm pretty safe in the front group, working with the guys, and 8 miles in, this was a 16 miles in loop, 8 miles in, the first lap, I got a flat. So I starting to feel my front tire, starting to even feel the valve of the in the wheel like going, and I'm like, no, this is not good, this is not good. So I pull aside. I don't see any damage on my tire or nothing, so I have an electric smoke pump that I keep with me. So I pump the air to 20 psi and I start rolling, and I hear the noise of the air going out, but I can see what it is, and I'm kind of like nervous. I don't want the second or third group to catch me. I don't know who's behind or how far they are, so I'm trying to go, and I go for I would say like 2 minutes or less, and then no air in the tire. I have to stop again. Then I have my teammate Oti, thank you so much, he stopped by. He asked me if I need anything, but he's using 45 tires or more on his and he have a plug, but I don't know where the flat is. So I told Oti, I said, Oti, I put some air and I said, let's go. But then like a minute or so later, I have to stop again because I feel in the valve going every time that I was passing the rotation to the ground, and I was gonna destroy my front wheel. So I stopped for the second time, and then everyone passed me. Every single person passed me. It took me like 12 minutes to figure it out and fix it. When I fix it, I have a little and I'm gonna show it to you. not sponsored by them or nothing, but it saved my life. And this I saw it for somebody else in the first race, that they keep, it's like a little container like this that has a CO2, and I guess that it has some sealant too, so you can put it together. You will inflate your tire and it will give you sealant. So I used that after I was by myself, and everyone passed me. Every single person that was racing passed me. And my, at that point in my brain, my only thought was to I need to finish the race. If I get it DNF, I'm not gonna get any points. I need to finish. Even if I finish as the last person, I need to finish this race. I need to get some points. So I was able to get like around 16, 17 psi on my tire, because the cord got stuck with the sealant that I was putting, and I didn't get any more. I tried to use the little pump and it didn't pump anything. So because this is what happened with electric pumps, if you got sealant on the cord, and the cord doesn't move and flows the right way, when you try to put the PSIs that you need on the little electric pump and you pump it, it will pump back because it's not going forward. So since it's not going forward, it's going to push back. So it's going to tell the pump, okay, you're asking for 28 psi and you got 60 or you got 120, whatever the air that is coming back is telling the pump. So the pump would not pump. So at that point you need a CO2 that it will don't care about what pressure you put in, it will blow everything inside. So keep in mind that having a CO2 on your pocket after you put in some sealant or whatever, that CO2 will also serve you, because the pump won't work if your cord has a problem in getting stuck. So that's a little tip that I find out in the last race. So I have like 16 psi. I start driving the bicycle. I start like getting in a race mode, but slower, because I didn't want that tire to go away from my rim and getting in an accident. So I starting to get a little more confident. I starting to get a little closer to the people that passed me. I'm starting to pass a couple of people and getting to almost the end of the first lap. I got a flat 8 miles in, so getting almost to the 16 miles, which is the turnaround, I found Dave. The second place on the general classification. He was walking, and I'm like, the first thing that came to my mind was like, no, I don't believe this. I would say, I would love to think that I wanted it to happen, but no, it never crossed my mind that something like that needs to happen for me to keep the general classification. I would not like it to win like that. The first thing when I saw him was it was not a good feeling. It was a sad feeling that he also got a flat. So I stopped. I even stopped and I asked him if he need anything, because I still got a little sealant on that tube and on that little container, but he was using tubes. And that's another advice, guys. If you are starting to get in a gravel, don't use tubes. Try to get tubeless and make sure that you have sealant inside the tubeless, because that what happens to me, I'm sure that I was able to prevent it if I had more sealant inside my tire, but I guess that I didn't replace it, and I've been riding for like 3 months and it was a little dry, and that's why, because as soon as I put sealant with the container, it was able to fix the problem. So I'm thinking that my problem at the beginning was not to have like a good enough sealant inside the tire. So I see David. I stopped for a second and I asked him how can I help him. I wasn't able to help him because I didn't have any tubes with me. So this is another learning experience for my next race. I'm bringing an extra set of wheels, and I also bringing a CO2. and another container with a sealant. They sell those in Amazon for like $15 or something. I don't know if I can link it to the video, but I would try, so you can at least see it, what I'm talking about. But that, and I told Dave, I said, David, don't quit. Try to figure it out. Try to find a way to finish it. Don't quit. So he walked all the way to the finish line. I don't know. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and Dave, if you're looking at the video, could you make a comment and tell me, because I think you changed bikes. I don't know if it was just a tire, you changed the entire bike or something, because I think that I saw you on a different bike. But I was so happy to see him in the second lap. So we were riding for dear life, Dave and I. I was able to pass enough people to secure 4th place, and David was able to finish in 6th place, so he got 2 places behind me. So the points for us didn't change much, but now Dave is together in points with another person that I was not even paying attention until Dave told me that the other person was doing the whole series, and he's also 4 points behind me on the general classification. So now I have 2 more races, and I have to be aware of Dave, pretty strong rider, and be aware of this other rider that I didn't even know that he was so close to us. I was not paying attention. So fingers crossed, and a lot of training, we're gonna make this happen, and we're gonna start this 2025 with a really good experience, which so far has been. And I just gonna let you watch the remaining of this race. And thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys watching the videos and making comments of the video. Even when you see me over there on the road, I appreciate it a lot. So without further ado, see you in a row. Thank you.